podcast contain graphic language. What's going on out there, MGTOW? What's going on out there in the manosphere? Welcome to KDR podcast, one of the hottest podcasts out here in the manosphere or MGTOW, whatever, the internet, whatever you want to call it. I'm right here podcasting it up all across the world, you name it. You know, I'm here. So no further ado, this is your first time out here. I'll do this little intro and something went wrong with my device. Fuck. Unbelievable. So just give me a second out here so I can go out here and do this thing. Just bear with me, gentlemen. Just bear with me. Here we go. That's the intro.
It's getting serious on this track, fam.
Because I respect KDR. I do. Oh, he's simping for some pussy. Bitches. I'm being simp all day. Fuck you. Oh, he's simping for some pussy. Bitches. I'm being simp all day. Fuck you. Because I respect KDR. I do.
Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome back. Welcome back. You know, I've been talking about this topic for many years. Gentlemen who's been a subscriber of mine for many years. I did videos, live streams, cooking food, healthy food, right? For the last 5 years and stuff like that. And I go to the kitchen, and it's there, it's recorded. I'm not making anything up. Me, myself, I'm a sort of like a plant-based diet, vegetarian type of man, right? Because it was suitable for me, right? Because 7, 8 years ago, I wasn't feeling well, right? And I did a collected thought, and I thought to myself, you know, it's like, why am I feeling sick? Why am I literally, I was a fart and I shart on myself. And that's not normal for a 30-something years old, right? To do that, right? And I thought to myself, what the fuck is going on here? Yeah, I shit on my pants. You buzz a fart, you shit in your pants. I did it. Ain't no shame with that shit. I'm being real with you. What the fuck you want me to tell you? Right? So I decided to change my diet and stuff like that. And then, you know, the internet is here, right? So you look at different things and how the meat is processed and how they have meat with a lot of antibiotics and this and that and shit and stuff like that. Are you allergic to this type of food? Are you allergic to this and stuff like that? So I decided for myself, you know, and I give myself, at the beginning, I give myself a 30-day challenge. 30-day. Just plant-based. And this is like before it was trending, like 7 years ago, right? I decided I'm not going to touch any animal product. I'm not going to eat, you know, meat and so on and so forth, right? And then like in the last year and a half, I was like, okay, so let me eat a little bit of fish. Put a little fish in the diet and stuff like that. It wasn't that bad. Little fish here. When I say little, literally little. Um, little shrimp here, there, stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, if people have a soup they made at home, like I'm going to give you a sample. I flew from the state of Washington to Colorado, and on doing Mother's Day, and my niece made a chicken soup type of thing, stuff like that. Yeah, you know, I ate the soup. I didn't eat no pieces of chicken, and I was fucking starving anyway. So when you starve, you eat anything. That's how, that's how it is. You know. But I know this for many years. Trust me, that I am so glad. I am so glad that Robert Kennedy, he's going to be in a new administration dealing with this poisonous food business, right? We all got our downfalls, man. We all do have, And I'm gonna give you myself example, right? I smoke weed, I smoke cigarettes, I drink a beer here and there, right? And I'm trying to eliminate those bad habits. But I learned from my body that the food, it really fucks you up. It really do. Because he has to go, and I figured this thing out. I was like, well, you have to go to that digestive system, and then you have to poop this shit out, and then go to your bloodstream and stuff like that. And food makes you like either it can fuck you up or it can generate you. It really does. The most beautiful thing in these last 7 years that I experienced, because I don't eat processed food or anything like that, right? I am glad that Hammerhead, the MGTOW monk, he's out there eating healthy, and he's going to the gym and stuff like that. I don't have to go to the gym because I eat healthy, and I'm physical active all the time because the type of business that I conduct. But if you need physical activity, well, go to the gym and stuff like that. Or when my channel came about, it was like 7-8 years ago. I call it the walk and talk MGTOW shit, and that's when I started this journey. Eating better, knowing what kind of food is not good for you, what kind of this, and so on and so forth, right? But when it goes down to, for me, physical activity, well, I walk, but I'm always busy, right? Physically, literally. I drive, but I do physical things and stuff like that. But it took me to understanding that food is very important, especially like eating healthy, right? Different diets for different folks. I'm not saying go plant-based. I'm not saying be a vegetarian. Well, it used to be vegetarian, now they call it a pescatarian, whatever the fuck, or all meat and stuff. I'm not saying anything like that, right? I'm not implementing any food habits. What is suitable for your body to react, take it. Take it how it is. You know, there was I forgot the guy. He was a MGTOW content creator from Texas. And he invited me. We doing this live stream and stuff like that. He's like, come to Texas and I'm gonna give you a steak, a big fat steak and shit, right? And I was like, well, I don't eat steak. Oh, you from Seattle, you're a vegan and shit like that, you know. Not understanding that it's not about ideology, it's all about what is suitable for me. Right? Because they got this misconception that all the plant-based folks out there are nuts and crazy, left and maniac. I'm the opposite. I'm not that. My politics and my food is way two different things. To be honest. And I understand there's a lot of chemicals and a lot of shit on the food and stuff like that. Especially processed food. It's bad enough that it is with veggies and shit like that, and rice and beans and stuff, you know, you can wash it off. But when you consume this processed food in their boxes and shit like that, you know, anything that is processed, it goes through this you just go through these chemical food process. That's anything that is like fucking sealed and shit like that. Be aware of that. And I'm talking about the supermarket. I'm not even talking about fast food. God heavens. Who the fuck gonna eat McDonald's? Who eat this shit? I don't eat this shit. Because it make me sick. Literally. It make me fucking sick. Back then. It was making me sick. So what I did on Tuesday, I did this experiment with my body. You can take it or leave it. You think I'm lying or whatever. I don't give a shit, right? I avoid processed food, right? I avoid meat. Unless, you know, it's mixed up with something, you know. If I go to a Mexican joint and they got ham on the beans, so what the fuck, right? Most of it is beans, not ham. It's not like having a ham sandwich, you know. I'll take it. I was like, fuck. I can't expect to be plant-based 100%, but I take it how it is. Hey, just give me a second here, because I avoid different types of food because it wasn't good for me, you know. So I did this experiment on Tuesday. On Tuesday, I did this experiment. So I called my son where he lived like a mile away. Like, listen, man, the election is tonight and stuff like that. Have you heard of about this joint called Wingstop? Well, it's right there down the street, you know, like a mile away. I got a Wingstop out there and shit like that. And same in different restaurants and stuff, you know. Like when I go to Jimmy Bean's, I order the veggie. Just give me the veggie sandwich, And I told him, like, listen, man, you want to come to the crib and watch the election and stuff like that? 7 o'clock in that Pacific time. I know it's late out there in the East Coast time and stuff like that. He's like, sure, Dad. I come over. It's like, listen, I want to stop by Wingstop and stuff like that, so we can have some chicken wings and shit. Right? So he come over and stuff. And I ordered this chicken wings. It was like, I think it was like 10 pieces or some shit like that. Yeah, it was 10 pieces and fries and shit. By the way, expensive as fuck. So I was like, hey, yo, my son, he knows that I've been doing this lifestyle for quite some time. And I told him, like, listen, man, I'm going to eat some of this Parmesan chicken and lemon chicken. I'm going to dip this thing here. And like, Dad, you going to eat that? He's like, yes, I'm motherfucking going to eat this motherfucking bitch. And give me some of them fries and stuff. So I'm eating like 5 pieces of chicken. He ate 5 pieces of chicken. I'm like, fuck this shit, right? Right? Oh my Lord Jesus. I say like 20 to 30 minutes, my gut is going crazy. Crazy. Like bananas, crazy shit. I'm busting farts and shit. Literally, I'm busting farts. Man, I had to sit down in a fucking toilet and pray to the toilet God in my asshole. He was going bananas and stuff. I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, I can do this. I cannot eat this type of shit. Literally, I cannot eat this type of shit. Oh God, why? Why did I punish myself? It tasted fucking awesome. I'm not gonna lie. The chicken wings, it tasted fucking awesome. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you, dude. I ate the cartilages. I ate everything. I did. I ate the fuck out of those fucking wings. I sure did. It was so bizarre because I'm not used to having meat stuck in my teeth. So this meat stuck in my teeth and shit. And but I'll pay for it. I'll fucking pay for it. Jesus Christ, unbelievable. I'm telling you this because it's true story. I cannot bullshit you, man. I cannot make this stuff up. I cannot. My son, Dad, you alright? You're like, hey, I don't know about these. I'm feeling oozy and shit. My blood pressure, it just went out of crazy and stuff. I'm sweating and stuff. You're like, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, man. Oh my God, it's a true story. It's unbelievable. And I woke up the next morning, it's like I got to eat a lot of fruits. I got to eat a lot of vegetables to flood this shit out because this stuff is not cool. Oh hell. So you see me a week long just eating all kinds of fruits and vegetables and stuff to flush out 5 pieces of chicken wing. Oh God. Yeah, true story. I'm not gonna lie to you. But anyways, back to the topic at hand. Besides me talking about myself, yes, there's some serious situation taking out place with food. There is. I mean, look at all these kids. They're overweight. They got diabetes at the age of 14. Who the fuck got diabetes type 2 at the age of 14 or 12? They even record us younger. Diabetes is old people disease and shit like that. Liver problems. All kinds of shit. Why? The food. The food being poisoned for many years. You know? And then the fucked up thing is, right? When trying to give you an alternative of food, right? Those type of food are fucked up too. Real talk, man. Not only the food, right? The food in the United States. You know, I read an article I read an article, believe it or not. I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. It came on my Google feed, right? And they say that Europeans, when they come to the United States, gain weight, and Americans, they go to Europe, they lose weight. And I said to myself, well, that's given because the American food is so much chemicals on that shit. Artificial this, artificial that, this and that, and bullshit and stuff like, all kinds of shit. I'm like, oh yeah, that does make sense. It does make sense, for heaven's sake. Because they avoid all kinds of shit. Listen, I lived in Germany, okay? And those who know me, I lived in Germany, and my parents are militaries. Oh, matter of fact, big shout out to all the veterans out there. Yes, big shout out to the veterans. I forgot about it. It's Veterans Day on Monday, so big shout out to the veterans. Big shout out to the veterans out there. Big shout out, including my dad and stuff. 24 years in the Army, U.S. Army and stuff like that. Big shout out to all the folks out there, all the men, women who went out there and signed up and did this job and shit. But in Germany, they don't. True story. True story. And this is how asinine this shit is. In Germany, the water don't have fluoride. It didn't. And I was in middle school and shit like that. Middle school. So the Germans don't put fluoride on the water. United States do put fluoride on the water. So what they make us do on the gym, and then the military base, we have to put fluoride on our teeth. They give you these little paper cups. You know those little paper cups and stuff like that, and make you rinse it with your teeth and shit like that, because they worry about the teeth and shit, and spit it out. And we had to do that once per month. And I was like, what, 12, 13 years old? Because the Americans are, oh yeah, the teeth and fluoride and shit. Moving forward, fluoride is very bad for the body. They make people retarded. What I read so far they're going to take fluoride of the water. This new administration. I will not hold my breath, but I hope they do. I hope they do. Real talk. And those people who make fun of Alex Jones when he said they put freaking chemicals in the water and making the frogs gay, it's true. It was true back then. And I don't know did you listen to the podcast with Joe Rogan and Robert Kennedy? He validated that. You know? To put this podcast on conclusion, gentlemen, try to eat the most healthy food that you can find and what is suitable for you. That's what I'm trying to say. Avoid processed food as much as possible. Do not go out there eating McDonald's. Do not go out there eating Wendy's. Even though you're in a rush, you're doing different men shit and stuff like that. Don't do it. You're not going to die of starvation. Your stomach going to hurt and stuff like that. You don't have to stop at McDonald's to eat a fucking Big Mac. Or get a fucking fucked up slice of pizza and cook at home. You see that pizza right there? That's I made this at my house right here, at my place. My son came over. It's not a vegan pizza. It's a vegetarian pizza. Vegetarian because it got cheese. But the rest is veggies out there. All kinds of good veggies and shit. It's very nutritional. And you're not going to feel hungry. And it's going to taste awesome. Learn how to cook, gentlemen. Learn how to cook. Cook for yourself and stuff like that. And pick up whole food. Straight up whole food, you know. And your body will thank you for it. Be active. If you're already active, good. If you're not active, you work in the office and shit like that. Well, guess what? Get your ass out of the office and start eating healthy and stuff like that after work. Then you have to work harder because you have to go take a walk. And you don't have to go to the gym. Go walk a mile. Go walk a mile, especially now it's cold and shit like that. Walk a mile when it's hot. It doesn't matter. Just walk a fucking mile. The heartbeat is going to go up. Your heart rate is going to feel better. Your blood pressure is going to go down and stuff. To put this in conclusion, gentlemen, avoid processed food. Eat whole food. Cook at home the most possible you can. If you're out there in a hotel, you know, get some healthy food and stuff like that, you know, because, man, we do different shit. I get it. We travel, we do all kinds of stuff. Eat the best healthy possible that you can. And walk a mile or two. Well, gentlemen, like I always say, peace. Stay MGTOW. I will catch the next podcast, live stream, or video. Let the universe be with you.